Cool, we're live. Let me just pull up the presentation. Great. Welcome, guys. Good evening. Thank you for joining us at this time. And I think most of you will be free and will be ready to kind of grasp all the information we're going to give you today. So today's session is a little bit different. So we've been talking a lot about the regular countries like Australia, UK, US, Canada, all these countries which usually people go to, and there were a lot of requests in which a lot of students asked me about other countries as well, some other affordable options. So I thought, why not actually do a live session? So in this live session, we again have with us Seema. Seema is Learning and Development Manager at LeapScholar. She has close to over a decade of experience in counseling students. She's worked with IDP prior to Leap, and she's here to answer your queries. Cool. So you can start posting your questions in the chat box. So I'll keep picking up your questions as well as we go. Cool. Priyanka, Roy, anyone up? Yes, we are up, Priyanka. I hope you can see us. Guys, please post your messages. Please post your chat. I think there is a bit of lag in the chat box. So we have more students joining in. Cool. So as we get more questions, so I'll briefly take you through what we're going to cover in today's session. So we're going to cover four major points. So we'll be discussing a few countries which are affordable, and what kind of tuition fee they have, what kind of living costs they have, how much you'll spend on living, then some top universities in those countries which you can pick for your applications, for your study abroad venture. Then obviously we'll pick up the questions from the chat box, the live profile evaluation. So we already have some questions coming in. UK, okay. So unfortunately, UK will not, we don't have UK in this presentation because we're trying to cover other countries. Cool, but we will answer questions pertaining to UK as well. Sai Krishna, civil engineering, we're going to come to that soon. Swapnil is asking about SAIT, Alberta. Then we have Jyoti asking about studying in Lithuania, which is again a European country. Scholarships available in Canada, Akanksha. Cool, we'll come to that as well. Marketing and HR, Amiraj. Medical course in Germany, Ravneet, we're coming to that. Cool. So let's start with today's session. So I'll quickly move through the presentation so that we can answer more questions, during this session, because I would want to address everyone's questions today. Seema, I think we did disappoint a lot of people last time because of the time constraints. So let's try and answer most questions today.
Most of the question today.
Yeah. Cool. So the first country we have is everyone's favorite. So I think Germany, we do get a lot of queries for Germany, but unfortunately we don't help, at LeapScholar, we don't help you with Germany as a country, as in for counseling, but just keep an eye on our website and our LeapScholar channel, YouTube channel. So we might come up with Germany pretty soon. But as of now, if you want to look at Germany as an option, Germany is one of the cheapest countries in the world to study in, primarily because, and that to public universities, not private universities. So the tuition fee would be somewhere in the range of 150 euros to 1500 euros per semester. 1500 euros is basically one of the 2 or 3 provinces, states in Germany. They have higher fee, but apart from that, most other major universities in the country are around 150 to 300 euros, so which is around 12,000 to all the way up to 1,24,000 per semester. And the best part is in many instances, your bus pass or your public transportation pass for the whole semester is also included. So that's how the German education benefits you. But again, this is only for the public universities, not private. Talking about living costs, Germany has one of the lowest living costs in Western Europe. So if we talk about UK or Scandinavian countries or France or Italy or Switzerland, Germany is one of the most affordable options. I would say ideally 800 to 1,000 euros per month, which is around 66 to 82K in Indian currency. And then there are some top universities, which includes Free University of Berlin. Then there is Ludwig Maximilian University. Then we have Technical University of Munich. We have Heidelberg University, Humboldt University, TU Berlin, Aachen University, Göttingen, and Hamburg universities as well. So these are the top universities. In case you want to find more top universities in Germany and more options, I would suggest you to go for DAAD website. It's the German Academic Exchange Service. So that's a very, very exhaustive website. They have all the information related to courses. All you have to do is, just add the information. You want to study a master's, put that, which field you want to study in, put that, and press search. You have all the options available in Germany, including they'll also list the entry requirements and whatever documents you need to furnish for the admissions. So pretty simple there. Next, we have France. Right. Seema, can you take this up?
Sure. So France is a destination where the tuition fee is between 2,000 to 4,000 euros per annum. So if we convert into Indian currency, it would be 1,65,000 to 3,31,000 INR. So this is a one annum, means 1 year fee. So it's pretty cheap. Living cost is also cheap, 800 to 1,200 euros per month, which is, if we convert to Indian rupees, that would be 66,000 to 99,000. The top universities are University of PSL, Sorbonne, Institut Polytechnique de Paris, Sakali, Sciences Po, Stars Board, and Bordeaux. These are the major top university, and France is basically the destination where students go for LLM programs, economics programs, even science. A lot of science students go there in France. And Paris is the destinations where student of fashion designing design students can go for. So it's a very budgeted. If you see the tuition fee and the living cost, it would be, if we convert, it will nearly to Indian institution only. So one of the best destination for overseas students to go to France and study. So France, Saket, do you have any idea where the student can go and check up with the major other courses and everything?
Right. So, yeah. So guys, for France, there's one thing I would like to let you know, that France is one country. I think we do get a lot of questions on scholarships. So France is one country wherein, even if you don't have very, very excellent academics, you still can get scholarships. So according to my estimate, or according to my research, or, I've spoken to so many students, on an average, the French government or the French institutions, combined, they offer over 30,000 scholarships every year, to international students. And for France, there is one website called Campus France. So you can check that. Also, if you're living in a metro city, there is this organization in India called Alliance Francaise. You can also check them out. They also sort of help you with French applications. But again, it's very simple. Plus, like Seema said, the tuition fee is around 1,65,000 to 3,31,000, which is again lower than most private universities in India. And don't you think that France does not have good universities? If you check out the rankings, like University PSL and Sorbonne and Paris Saclay are one of the top universities in the world. They're like in the I would say Oxford Cambridge League type, top 50 in the world. So France is definitely a very, very good option for you. Cool. Let me move to the next slide. Cool. So next we have Iceland. So don't be fooled by the name. So I think I've made this joke a lot of times in my videos as well. So Iceland is not ice. So Iceland is actually green, and Greenland is actually ice. Iceland, it has, I think, around 5 to 6 universities only, and it's one of the more affordable countries in terms of tuition fee. You just have to pay an administrative charge, which is around Icelandic krona, 75,000, which kind of is equal to 44,000 rupees in India. However, the living cost can be a little bit higher. I would say ideally 59K INR per month. And it will depend on how you spend money. And Iceland tends to get a bit expensive in terms of living costs. The top universities include Bifrost University, Iceland University of the Arts. Then we have Reykjavik University, the Agriculture University of Iceland, and the topmost university of Iceland is University of Iceland. There is this website called Study Iceland. You can check that as well for any admission related queries or if you want to check out the programs. Most likely, most universities will not ask for any GMAT or GRE or SAT related exams, and admissions are comparatively more easier than other countries. Cool. Next up, we have Norway. Right, Seema?
Over to you. Next is Norway. It's also a destination for overseas students. Tuition fee is free. Only an administrative charge or a student union fee to be paid. Okay, so that's even if we check with the Indian institution, here only you have to pay the administrative charge, which is very less than Indian institution. Living cost is 12232 NOK per month. That is one. If we convert into Norway, the things that Indian currency, it would be 1 lakh INR. Top university are University of Oslo, Bergen, Tromsø, Norwegian University of Science and Technology. So at Norway, lot of students for science and technology students go, and compared to the tuition fee and the living cost is also very comparatively less than other destinations. So this would be also one of the best destination for you to be there at Norway and study.
Right. So for Norway, there is also a website, Study in Norway. You can check it out. If you Google it, it's an official government website which you can check. Also, there was one video I did last year. You can check it out in our LeapScholar channel. The most affordable countries to study. So I've covered Norway extensively in that, and there are links which are given in the description in that video, so you can check it out after this session. Cool. Moving on to the next slide, we have a quick quiz. And till the time you answer this, we'll take up the questions. So name this country. So if you can see the picture and just tell us which country is it. Is it A, Australia, B, New Zealand, C, Iceland, and D, United States? So cool. I'll pick up some questions, Seema. First question is by Srujan. He's just saying that choosing UK is the best destination for masters in cybersecurity. Right. Yes, so Srujan,
yeah, masters in UK would be 1 year course, so it would be a tuition fee will be also less, and you can complete cybersecurity within 1 year. So yes, it is the best destination. You will get good ranking universities in UK, and after completion of your course, you will get job opportunities also there.
Right. Next question is by Sai Krishna. For civil engineering, which country is the best? I think we've answered that question a million times.
Yes, Sai Krishna has asked this question so many times.
No, I think some other people did. I think maybe he didn't do, but yeah. So civil engineering, I would say Canada and Australia any day.
Yes.
Right. Next we have Swapnil. He's asking, is SAIT good? Is there a scope in Alberta in IT sector after diploma? Okay, Swapnil, I'll tell you, there's one video I did, which is on Alberta Accelerated Tech Pathway. So Alberta is one of the most growing provinces. And if you study in Alberta and if you are working in a particular job sector, like there are 30 to 38 jobs listed. So I think IT is also one of them. So if you are working in that particular job sector, you also get the provincial nomination program for PR. So definitely a very, very good choice. And SAIT is one of the most prestigious technology institutions in Alberta. SAIT and NAIT, both. Akanksha Sachdevas, Seema, we have a question. She's asking scholarships for universities in Canada.
Yeah, universities of Canada for bachelor's and master's, they do provide scholarship. But scholarship depends upon your academic percentage as well as the standardized scores also. The overall profile should be good enough to get scholarship. Most of the university, I have seen student getting for bachelor's program in Toronto or University of British Columbia, 50% scholarship also, if the students are having a very good academics. So scholarships are there in university.
Right. So, guys, for scholarships, I think it's unfortunate, but this is how it works basically. So you have to have very good academics because that's the major deciding factor. Because a lot of people will tell you, okay, you can get scholarships or something like that. But again, don't always trust everyone because no matter what people say, but academics remain the important deciding factor. Apart from that, like Seema said, your overall profile also matters. How good is your SOP? How good are your LORs? What kind of extracurricular activities you've done, what kind of leadership capabilities you have. And again, and the last thing is your luck factor. So, if you have 100 more students applying who have better profile than you, obviously they'll get selected. So that's the luck factor which kind of comes in as well. So yeah, don't always rely on scholarships. Cool. Next question we have is from Amiraj. Sir, which country is good for marketing and HR related masters?
For marketing and HR, I would think UK is also good, as well as Australia is good for marketing and HR. There is a shortage of HR in Australia also, as well as in UK also. So for marketing and HR, you can have this destination. Apart from that, marketing is also you can find in US also, as well as Canada. But if you check with the best destination, I would think it would be UK or Australia.
Right. Cool. So next question, Ravneet, medical course in Germany. Ravneet, like I said, you can go to DAAD website, which is German Academic Exchange website. They have all the information. Medical course, of course, you want to look for a specific program. You can search on that website. It's very exhaustive. And plus, you can also have a look at scholarships because Germany is also very, very generous with scholarships. Omkar, unfortunately, we don't help with Germany as of now, but like I said, keep watching this space for more. Okay, Seema, I have a very peculiar question now. So which country is good for dental? So I think a lot of students do actually come with this kind of question, someone with a dental background.
Dental, there are certain courses like oral health program, oral hygiene program, PG diploma programs are available in Canada, and that's very means after completion of that course, they can easily get job over there. So Canada would be the destinations where they can do PG diploma in oral health or hygiene, health, dental hygiene, and all these things. There are 2 years or 1 year courses are there, which is cheaper also, and they get a good opportunity means after completion of this course.
Right. And guys, I think there's another option you can have, which is healthcare management or leadership. So I think that's again a very much in demand program in Canada as well. Right. Bhargav Chaudhary, some affordable universities in the US. So I think state universities are affordable.
Yeah, all state university are affordable as the tuition, they get a lot of aids from the state. So the tuition fee is quite comparatively low than private university. So you can get, and even if your academic is good, you can get scholarship also.
Right. So I think, Seema, but do you think our state universities are highly ranked as well? Like if you compare it to private ones?
Yes, they are also highly ranked. We can find some of the state university in highly ranked also.
Right, because I think a lot of students actually did ask me this question earlier in some session that if, studying in a state university is like it's a gamble, like it's a compromise because, it's not a Harvard or it's not Columbia, it's not NYU.
Yeah, obviously Ivy League are different, but all the students cannot get admissions to Ivy League or public Ivies. That's different thing. So when you are into a private university, rather than private university, you can approach state university where it is funded by state. So your tuition fee would be low.
Right. Next question, Jyoti. UG full scholarship countries. I think I only have one answer for this. Only one country offers UG full scholarships. Would you like to answer that, Seema? It's your favorite country after all. So it's Australia. So Australia is the most generous country with for scholarships. But again, UG scholarships, getting 100% UG scholarships is not really a child's play, I would say. So you have to have, like I said, excellent academics and overall good profile. Monash offers full scholarship. Deakin University offers full scholarship.
Yes.
And I think Western Australia also has, no?
Western Australia is also having a 100% scholarship.
Yeah.
Even Western Sydney is coming with a 100% scholarship for UG students. But again, yeah, it has a lot of criteria to fulfill. Then only you will be eligible to get 100% scholarship.
Right. So if you're looking at Canada, so I think the only scholarship which comes to my mind, which is 100%, is Lester B. Pearson, which is awarded by University of Toronto. So again, that's again for UG. But again, that's very competitive. Zainab Iqbal, how to study in Canada for free. To be honest, there are not much scholarships on offer. Canada is not very generous with scholarships. You can get scholarships, which are like entrance scholarships. But again, they're like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, not more than that. So like I said, the only 100% scholarship which comes to my mind is Lester B. Pearson. And that's again for UG only. Very, very limited options. So Hardya is asking about Italy. We're going to cover Italy. Govind, PG diploma, 2 years fees. 1 year fees would be around 15,000 Canadian dollars. If you're talking about Canada. So for 2 years, it would be 30,000. So I would say ideally around 20 to 21 lakh rupees you can set aside. Jaipal is asking which country has easy PR option. Easy PR option, I think hands down Canada would be the first country here. So we don't have, I think other countries also have PR options, but Canada would be the easiest. Abhay Thakur, New Zealand. So New Zealand, I studied in New Zealand myself, so I can tell you that it's not very, very affordable. It is, a lot of people would tell you it's affordable, but it's not. It's at par with UK or Australia as well. But again, it's a very good country to study, definitely. And depends on which program you want to go for. Cool. Let me check if people have answered. So yeah, USA. Some people are also saying Australia. So guys, it's USA. It's Times Square in New York. Cool. I'll move on to the next slide and then quickly we'll take up more questions. Over to you, Seema, Malaysia.
Malaysia. So it's a good destination where tuition fee is Malaysian ruble, 7 to 11,000 per annum. If we convert into Indian currency, it's 1.24 to 2 lakhs, which is again very nominal fee. 1 year fees, which is 2 lakh, it's really, really very less. Living cost is 2,000 onwards to 3, that will, if we convert, that is 35,000 INR. And top universities are University of Malaya, University of Putra Malaysia, University Quebec, USM, University Technology. And Australia also is having certain Australian campuses in Malaysia, like Monash Malaysia is there, which is very, very having a very, they give lot of scholarship also. And it's a group of 8 universities. So these are the things. And Malaysia, students go for bachelor's program. And as the distance is less, lot of undergraduate students go to Malaysia. Because the parents think instead of sending them very far, Malaysia is very near to India. So a lot of undergrad students go to Malaysia as a destination. Right. Apart from that, Malaysia, which Saket, they will go through which website?
See, for Malaysia, there's no particular website as such, but again, you would have to visit the individual university websites and check it out. The IELTS requirements is very, 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 very nominal requirements. Some universities will accept you with a 5.5 as well. Again, like Seema said, there are some foreign universities with campuses in Malaysia. So Monash is there. I think Swinburne has also opened. Murdoch University. Yeah.
Malaysia.
And if you're looking at a British university, then University of Nottingham, which is a Russell Group university, they also have a campus in Malaysia. So again, it's a good bet. But again, these universities, the fee would be a little bit higher than this. This is for the local Malaysian universities, which are, again, don't think that these universities are not reputed. University Malaya is actually world top 50 university. I think it's 51, 52, somewhere around that. Cool. Over to the next slide, we have Italy. Right. So Italy, we have a variation basically. So there are private universities, there are public universities. So the public universities would be generally very affordable as compared to private universities. So the fee varies. Some universities may charge you 3,000 euros. Some universities may charge you 5,000. Some universities may charge you 8,000. Some universities may charge you 10,000 as well. So it will vary from university to university and the area you live in. The living cost is very comparable to Germany here. So it's around 800 to 1,200. Depends on where you live. So if you live in a bigger city like Milan or Florence or Rome, you can expect to spend more. But if you live in a smaller city, then obviously the living cost will go low. Top universities, Politecnico di Milano, which is in Milan, Sapienza University, Padova University, Milan University, and Pisa University. So these are the top universities. If you want to check out more universities in Italy, I would recommend that you go to QS World University Rankings, and they have a lot of options in Italy as well. Again, Italy, mostly bachelor's programs are in Italian. So, however, there are some exceptions. Master's level, you can get a lot of programs which are taught in English. So again, a very, very good offbeat option if you don't want to go to something like, US or UK or on all these countries. So yeah, Italy has good options as well. Cool. Now we have a rather unusual country, which not many people.
Thailand.
Thailand, yes.
Thailand tuition fee is USD 3,800 to 4,500 per annum. So if we convert into Indian currency, it will come to 2.89 to 3.42 lakhs INR. Okay. So and living cost is 15 to 25K or 33 to 56K INR per month. So that's 33,000 to 56,000 INR is the living cost, which is also comparatively less than any other country. Top universities are, Saket, please help me to pronounce this.
Yeah, there are some funny names, I know. So yeah, Thai language, I think it's called Chulalongkorn Uni, Chiang Mai Uni, Mahidol Uni, and Thammasat Uni.
Okay, so these are the top university in Thailand. So this is also one of the cheapest destination for overseas who are looking for, and it's a nice destination also, Thailand. So you can keep as an option for overseas as a Thailand also.
I had a couple of Thai friends at my uni in UK, so I think maybe I kind of picked it up from there, the pronunciation. So Thai language is pretty difficult to kind of pronounce. It's kind of plays with your tongue. Cool. So now we're coming to a question, and after this question, we have one more country, which is, everyone would want to go to. So yeah, so that's UK has Russell Group. Yeah, so UK has Russell Group, US has Ivy League, Australia has Group of 8, and Canada has. So start answering, and I'll pick up a few questions now. Lakshay is asking how many scholarships for international students for UG in UK. Lakshay, there are plenty scholarships. So UK is also very, very generous with scholarships, but again, 100% scholarships are not always possible, and especially at the UG level, it's pretty difficult. But yeah, you can expect somewhere around 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pounds of scholarship for most UK universities. Cool. Angad Yadav, sir, how to apply? So I'm not really sure where you want to apply, but do let me know. Harshvardhan is asking, my question is, please tell me which country is family friendly. So I think you're talking in terms of parent visas. So parent visas, I would say Canada is the most friendly country because you do get parent visas. But again, it's a very, very long procedure, given that if you want your parents to join you in Canada, you need to be a Canadian permanent resident first to sponsor them for a parent visa. But you can also bring them on a super visa, which is for 10 years, but they have to leave Canada after 2 years and then come back again. Yeah. But again, UK also has multiple entry tourist visas, which is applicable for parents. And I think Australia and New Zealand, they do have parent visas, but they're tricky. They're very trickier, I think. Okay. Siddhi Shiralkar is asking, I have an offer from Kingston, London, and the deadline to submit the docs for the scholarship is May 31st. But my final exam would end in June. Is it possible to request a deadline extension? For scholarship, I think Seema, it's not possible, right?
No, the deadlines are they are strict about the deadline, so it won't be possible.
Right. Unfortunately, Siddhi, won't be possible because you're applying for scholarship. But again, I think in case you're looking for scholarship and, if you want, then you can always also look at Jan intake. So if they offer Jan intake in the similar program, Kingston, they usually have Jan intake for most programs. Yashraj is asking how much expense in UK for masters in computer sciences. So Yashraj, on an average, the fee starts at around £13,000 for the full program, which is 13 lakh rupees, and you add 10 lakh rupees for the living cost. So if in case you don't want to work, you're not working part time. So ideally, a master's degree will cost you around 23 lakh rupees, starting 23 lakh rupees, and then depends on how much fee is there. It can go on and on. Cool. Okay. Saket Roy is asking data sciences and project management, which is the best destination for that?
Data science, always we will suggest US would be the best destination. And project management you can find in Canada, you can find in Australia, even UK is also having some of the project management program.
Right. Easy to get PR, I have answered that. Agriculture's best country, I think, I would say Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
Australia, New Zealand, yes.
For MS, which country is best for masters in marketing? I think you already answered that, Prasad. Marketing, Australia, UK, US, Canada, every country would have good options. It depends on where you want to study. But again, like I said, UK would be 1 year masters, and rest everywhere it would be 2 years masters. For MS Finance, which country is best? I'm BCom graduate, no job experience.
MS Finance, he can take into consideration some Russell Group University if he's having very good academics. So he can check with UK. MS in Finance, he can get into some Group of 8 university in Australia also. As well as Canada would be for masters would be difficult, but US also he can check with some of the university.
Yeah, because for Canada, mostly I think you'll require a 4-year degree, but you have a BCom, so you can go for a PG diploma instead.
So UK and Australia would be the right destination.
Right. So next up, we have a question. Can I do bachelor's in humanities abroad? Sure, you can. Again, a lot of subjects out there to choose from. Can one do a business on post-study work permit in Canada? Well, that's a very tricky question because this is something I think a more work visa-oriented question. But as far as I know, I don't think so it's possible. So you cannot, I'm not really sure, to be honest, because like I said, I'm not a work visa or a PR expert. So I can guide you on the student visa only, but not PR or work visa. But I think it will not be possible. I think. Rest you can check with the relevant work visa expert, I would say. Smart Feeds. I have completed my MBA looking for a course in business analytics or data analytics. Which country should I choose? I think I'll recommend him UK because he already has an MBA.
MBA. Right.
Yeah. So UK, I think for MS Finance, okay, I've answered this. Which country is easy to get PR? I've answered this. Nikhil has a very interesting question. I'm pursuing BBA now. Should I do PGDM or MBA in Canada? Because Canada only accepts 4 years UG. Okay, Nikhil, if you want to do MBA in Canada, there are a few universities which will accept you with a BBA, with a 3-year BBA. But again, the options are very limited. So I think one is University Canada West.
Thompson River
University as well. Yeah. And then I think Vancouver Island University also accepts you.
And Royal Road University.
Yeah. But again, you cannot be sure that you'll be getting into these 4 universities. So I would recommend that you go for a PG diploma, but you can always apply. Dhanu Kapadia is asking, is UK good for MS in biotechnology?
MS in biotechnology. MS in biotechnology, yes, UK is having a certain good university, but biotechnology, you can also prefer US as a destination, because most of the pharmaceuticals company you can find in US. So biotechnology, if you want, you can keep US as well as UK also, you will find some group Russell Group universities.
Right. Harshvardhan, I've answered your question. Family-friendly countries, Canada. Which country is best for masters in mechanical? Fun clubs, UK, Canada, Australia, US, all are good for mechanical. I think every country is facing shortage in this field. Poonam Kumari, South Korea. I think I've already made 2 videos on South Korea. You can check them out. So South Korea is definitely very much in demand, but unfortunately, we don't have South Korea in today's presentation. Arvind D'Souza, I would like to answer this question. Which country is best for hospitality? If you're not looking at any particular country as such, as in like the regular countries, I think for hospitality, Seema, I would say any day Switzerland beats the list. Swiss hospitality schools are one of the best in the world. Even if you check the rankings, they are at top. Cool. Let me check if people have answered this, and then we can move to the last slide. Okay. Guys, no one has, okay, some people have answered. C, Unican. B, right. So guys, it's A, which is U15, universities 15. These are the 15 research-oriented universities in Canada, which includes UBC, McGill, and Toronto. Cool. We'll move to the next slide, and again, so it's a surprise. Canada, it might not be very, very affordable, but if you compare it to something like UK or US or Australia, it is definitely affordable. So that's why we've included this country into this presentation again, but we'll be covering affordable universities here, not the expensive ones. Over to you, Seema.
So tuition fee is Canadian 15,000 onwards. So if we convert into Indian currency, it will come to 9 lakhs INR. Living cost is Canadian 10,000, so which is 5.5 lakhs INR. And affordable universities are UNB, Dalhousie, Saskatchewan, Lethbridge, Gill, KPU, Thompson River University, Victoria, Fraser Valley. So these are the affordable university where the tuition fee is quite low, and living cost is again 10,000 Canadian dollar, which is we convert it will be 5.5 lakh. And Canada has lot of options like PG diploma options. They do have bachelors also and masters also. So most of the computer science or computer related programs, or if it is project management or construction management, these types of PG diplomas are well available in Canada. Canada do have options for permanent residency, PR option is there, and they have post-study work right also. So if you are looking for the affordable destination along with other options like post-study work rights and PR option, I think Canada would be the right destination of choice for you. And you can get n number of courses also in Canada. So whichever you think, suppose you have done bachelor's of science and next you want to do master's of science or master's of data analytics, anything, all programs Canadian University have. So you can easily take this destination as your dream destination?
Right. So, guys, two things here I would like to interrupt here. Number one, if you're looking at Canada and you think it's not affordable, I know it is a little bit expensive than other countries we've discussed. But again, here's a small tip for you. If you want to look for affordable options in Canada, don't look at Ontario or British Columbia, right? I think
Yeah.
Seema would agree. So
Yes.
these two provinces are expensive. The colleges in these two provinces are expensive. The universities are expensive. But if you go to other provinces, like Atlantic Canada has 4 provinces, which includes Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland and Labrador, and there was one more I forgot. I always forget that. New Brunswick. Yeah. So these
You.
pretty cheap options. Like if I tell you that you can get an MBA at Memorial University of Newfoundland, a full MBA for under $20,000. So there are options. Ask your counselors. And second thing, if you're looking at applying to Canada for January, because September is long gone, most colleges are closed right now because it's a very popular country. So if you're looking at January, the right time to start preparing is right now. Don't delay, because Canadian colleges are almost going to open for January. Most of them are open, I think. Seema, they're open, right? For Jan.
Yeah, for January it's open.
Yeah, so they fill up very fast and you might not be able to get your seat because it's like first come, first serve. So you can always kind of, check the description box and you can sign up for a counseling with LeapScholar. So you'll find people like Seema who have decades of experience, working with students, and they'll give you the best possible option in your budget, right? So like I said, there is an MBA which will cost you less than $20,000 in Canada, So yeah, there are options. But, obviously you will not be able to get that because, it takes a lot of research. And we deal with students, on daily basis. So ask your counselor, sign up for a session, and we wish you all the best. So I'll take up questions now. Anuj is asking which to choose, university or college in Canada for IT field. So I think, Anuj, very straightforward answer. If you have a 4-year degree, go for university. If you have a 3-year degree, go for college. Lucifer Gaming, how to apply for University of Alberta. Right. So to apply for Alberta, I'm not really sure which program, but again, if you're going for a business program or an MBA program or a master's level program, they'll ask you for a 4-year degree usually, and maybe they also require GMAT. I think Alberta requires GMAT for MBA. Yeah, but again, depends on which level you want to go for, bachelor's or master's. So the whole process will vary. Cool. Agriculture, I've already answered a lot of questions here. Which country would be better for marketing, fashion marketing management, France or the UK? I would say UK, Suniti. UK would be a better option. Reason being, getting a post-study work would be easier, and if you're going for a bachelor's level program, then UK will have programs taught in English. But however, in France, most programs at bachelor's level are in French. But if you're going for masters, then France is also a good option. Right. Seema, we have a question from Vajiha. Which country is best for masters in architecture?
Masters in architecture, you can because see that depends upon what is your you are looking for. If you are looking for post-study work, right, then obviously UK as a destination you have to take, or you have to take Australia as a destination. Masters of architecture in Canada, it would be difficult. Very few number of universities are there, and it's very challenging. Apart from that, US also have certain good university. Portfolio should be very strong to get into US for Masters of Architecture.
Right. I hope that answers your question, Vajiha. Next question is from Riya Shah. So I would like to answer it from my personal experience. She's asking, is it easy to get part-time jobs in London, and can we survive in London only doing part-time job and pay master's fees? Okay. Easy to get part-time job. I have lived in London for 5 years, so I think I am the right person who can answer this. Yes, it's easy to get part-time jobs for sure. Can we survive in London only doing part-time jobs? Yes, you can, because I also survived. And pay master's fees? No, you cannot. you cannot pay your master's fees. So unfortunately, you can survive, you can get part-time jobs easily, but you cannot pay your fee. So whosoever is telling you this is lying, because some people do work illegally, which I know, like they work cash jobs, and if you get caught, you can be deported and you can be banned from entering the European Union. So it has happened to a couple of people in the past. So just make sure that you don't skip the rules or break the law, because those countries are very, very strict. Cool. Management and finance, Srish Upadhyay. So what are the opportunities? So finance, I think it's a very booming field anyway, finance and accounting. So anywhere, I think, Srish, most countries have good options. So I don't think so it would be a problem. You can choose UK, US, Australia. I think every country has good options. Mansky, I've already answered this question. Which country is easy to get PR? It's Canada. Angad, how to apply for Humboldt University, Berlin? Go to DART website. That's the best thing you can do, to be honest. But if we start Germany counseling, just keep an eye. Maybe we start soon, and you'll get to know. Biotechnology, I've answered a lot of questions. Alberta, I've answered a lot of questions. Hospitality. Okay, Fatima is asking, I'm a CA by profession, wanted to move abroad. Please give me options of countries for doing masters at a reasonable cost. Fatima, I think the best option for you would be Canada, because you can go for a master's program, and side by side, you can also appear for CPA examination. So I think you have to appear for 5 exams, and then you can practice as a CA in Canada as well. Because I think India's ICAI and CPA Canada, they have some MOU signed. That reminds me, there is one video on our channel. It's called, it's just type LeapScholar Jinali Shah. So I interviewed one, this professional. She was a CA in India, and then she moved to Canada, and now she's doing CPA. So I think that video will be very, very helpful for you. Saksham is asking, Seema, which country is good for software engineering?
It's a bachelor or master's? He has not mentioned that.
Not
okay,
mentioned.
So software engineering, you can find obviously US as a destination, Canada also as it's a computer hub. Even Australia and UK, all the country have masters of software engineering. So as per the budget and the requirement of the student, they can choose the destination.
Right. Aditya Sharma is asking, what factors matter to extend visa in USA after? I think he's asking after OPT, can you extend the visa in US? I think you go to H1B, right? After that.
H1B visa, yes.
But
After
again,
OPT.
that requires employer sponsorship.
Right.
I hope that answers the question, Aditya. Construction management, which country is best?
Construction management, you can, if it is a master's program or a diploma program, you can find master's programs. Then construction management, UK is there, Australia is there for construction management.
Right. Medical coding. Interesting question from Anjana.
Medical?
I think that's a very medical coding. I think it's more related to health informatics and stuff like that, which has recently come up. So I think UK is pretty good for this right now. These kind of programs. Okay. How to apply for University of Alberta for bachelor's? Okay, for Alberta, you need a really good score in your 12th, right? You need good, strong SOPs. SOP, you need good LORs as well. And if you want to apply to Alberta for next year, September 23, because Alberta is closed for this year, start preparing now. And mostly the deadlines for these top universities in Australia, in Canada, is January. So if you want to go for September 23, then the deadline will be Jan 23. Right, Seema? I think Alberta, McGill, UBC, Toronto. And all these universities, they have deadlines in Jan.
Right.
Cheapest university to go for MBA, Ramesh is asking. UK, I think. 1 year MBA and cheapest.
1 year MBA, cheapest, right.
Cool. So I've answered a lot of questions. Mrinal is okay. So we have Mrinal, I'm coming to your question. Diplo boys. Which country is best for masters in graphic designing? UK and US, I think.
UK and US. Yes.
Yeah. Next question, Mrinal. When to apply for masters in engineering management in Germany? Also, 64% is enough. With 64%, Mrinal, I think it would be tricky to get into a top uni in Germany. But yeah, 64 you can. See, applications, the whole timeline varies. So I would say go to DART website. I'm sorry, I'm repeating the same thing again and again, but go to DART website and they have all the details there. It's very, very simple. To be honest, I have connected with a lot of students personally, and Seema, they were telling me that people in the market, they're charging 150,000 to apply to German universities.
Okay.
From students, and universities are not charging anything.
Anything.
But these agents are charging people.
That's
so, guys, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. It will take some research, right? You guys are educated. You guys live in an age of internet. You have everything in front of you. Go to that website and apply yourself. Don't spend money outside. If we could have helped, we would have helped. But yeah, just you have to wait till the time LeapScholar gets Germany on board as well. Cool. Tana Jayan is asking, good for post-graduation in finance. I think we've answered that already.
Yeah, we've answered that.
Okay, Rohan has a very interesting question. 50% in BCom, 2 years experience, masters with 76%. Russell Group Uni with 50% in BCom will be tricky.
No, because whenever he is going for a master's program, they will look for their bachelor's marks. So 50% is less to get into Russell Group, though he is having work experience and he has already done masters with 76. For master's program, they will check with the bachelor's marks. So it would be difficult.
Right. And I think Strathclyde would be also a little bit problematic because I think they accept someone with a 55 or something, right?
Right.
See, Rohan, I would advise, I think with 50%, I think you can get a modern university, but Russell Group will be, and anyway, Strathclyde is not a Russell Group anyway, but again, getting into a Russell Group would be a little bit tricky, I think. Because
right.
I think the minimum I've seen is someone going to Cardiff with a 55. And I think Newcastle as well, or maybe Queen's University, Belfast. Yeah, so, but not with 50%. Cool. I'll take a few more questions, and because I've been talking a lot, I've been recording videos since morning, so I'm kind of, my throat is itching now. Cool. Which exam is needed for postgraduate diploma? Ayush, you don't need any exam for postgraduate diploma. You just need to appear for IELTS. You don't have to appear for any other exam. So you need a 6.5 overall with 6 in each to get into a good college. Okay. Right. So I'll take one more question, and best country for masters in psychology. We haven't picked psychology questions today.
Best country for psychology, you can find US. You can find UK also. There are certain university, and even Australia is having psychology program. But for masters in psychology, you should have even bachelor's. You can go in Australia for psychology. For masters of psychology, you have to send your documents. If it is accessed by Australian psychology department, then only you can go for masters. But US and UK, you can try for.
Right. So in UK as well, I think you would need conversion courses, right, to get into a master's. Like if you want to go for a specialization. So let's say if you do want to do something like clinical psychology or whatever other specializations are there, you would need to go for a conversion course, which is usually an MSc psychology.
And
Right. Cool. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. And just let us know in the comments after this video ends that which particular live session you would like us to do in the future. So we'll maybe we will come up with a special like live on that topic. So just let me know in the comments. And thank you so much, Seema, for answering n number of questions. And again, so many questions are unanswered, but we'll come back soon and answer them. Right. Cool. Thank you, guys. Have a great day ahead. Good night.